This is the post-match breakdown here on West Ham Unofficial as we do look at last night's result from the London Stadium, as we break down the highlights and everything to do with last night's game, where it finished West Ham United 1, Watford 0 at the London Stadium, as West Ham United reclaim that fourth spot in the Premier League. Maybe for a limited time, but currently we occupy fourth spot once again. I hope you're all well watching. If you are, drop a like on the video, subscribe to West Ham Unofficial if you are new. Check out our channel sponsors SRM Carver and Son by clicking the link in the description down below. I'm going to start off celebrating and praising West Ham United for their efforts and celebration of Isla's life last night. It really was special, and Nicola put out a message before the game last night, thanking the fans for everything, and I'm sure she was truly moved by what she saw. Whether it was a light show with the pink hearts and everything else, to the minutes applause from the 60,000 in the stadium on the 7th minute, it truly was special, and it commemorated a truly special person and individual's life. Rest in peace, Isla. You will never be forgotten by anybody here at West Ham, and West Ham showed that last night with a fitting and fantastic tribute to you. God bless. But in terms of the game, we started off with the lineup, of course. Controversial: Fabianski and goal, back for Soufal, Zuma, Dawson and Creswell. Rice and Souček as a two in the middle, and the Fab front four were back. Benrahma playing down the middle. I think it was Fornals on the left, Bone on the right, Mikel Antonio just ahead of Benrahma. The Fab four were back. Zuma started. Plenty of things to discuss. The West Ham fan base were overall disgusted that Kurt Zuma started his football match, and so was I. At the start, I was like, just why? But in the end, I mean, I know it's not all about football, but David Moyes said on his pre-match press conference when he where he explained why he picked him, he said, listen, I'm here for football. The club can sort out incidents, and the club will, but I'm here to talk about football and manage a football team, and I'm going to pick my best players, and Kurt Zuma's one of my best players. That's what our manager said. It was very interesting, but I thought Kurt Zuma held it together well. I think there was booing coming from every time we got the ball, coming from Watford fans, and I don't know, I wasn't there, but especially towards the start of the game, I think there definitely was some coming from the West Ham side of things as well. A few funny chants from the Watford fans, which was to be expected, but he held it together, no mistakes from that whole back four, and we managed to get the clean sheet. What happens now with the whole Zuma situation, I do not know, but that's for another time. The Fab front four started up front, and they weren't very prolific last night, I'm not going to lie. The only one that was really a threat, I thought, was Jarrod Bowen. I thought Jarrod Bowen played really well once again. He's holding our front four up by the strings, literally. Benrahma, non-existent, I thought, last night. I thought he was very, very poor, but I suppose that's to be expected. First game back after AFCON. The only time I really noticed him in the first half was when he missed a sitter, which he probably should at his level be putting away that. But it was great from Ben Foster to get out, and a good block and a good challenge from the Watford man. But yeah, let's just move on to the first half then. So I thought up until the goal we scored on like the 65th, 70th minute, I thought we were lethargic, slow. It had shades of that Kidderminster game in it. Passing was awful. I would hate to see the passing accuracy of what our passing accuracy was last night. The midfield was dominated last night. I thought Declan Rice wasn't at his best, but he still gets around a 7 if you're going to give a player rating. That shows how good he is. Thomas Souček, I don't think was at the races last night. His passing was poor. He just seems to slow things down. He's very robotic in what he does, and he's definitely not the man we saw last season. He's not as much as a threat. He's more just get the ball to win, and he just slows it all down, in my opinion. He wasn't a great help last night, and I thought that we were at times dominated in the midfield by the likes of Musa Sissoko, who had a pretty good game, I thought. Half time, I think they must have got a right old talking to, because they needed it, because it was a very poor first half performance. They came out in the second half, and for the first 5-10 minutes, I thought, Christ, this is even worse than the first half. And I thought this is just going to dreary out. That if there's going to be a goal, I thought there was only going to be one goal in it, and I predicted it before. I said 1-0 West Ham, and that's what happened. A droll, drag, scrappy 1-0 West Ham win, and that's exactly what it was. I don't get predictions right often, but I got that right last night. But that's just a bit of luck you need, and we got that bit of luck from Jared Bowen, and people call for our players to shoot more, and that's what happens. And their point was proven last night. He shot. Yes, it won't be his. It won't be a goal for his highlight reel at the end of the season, but it got us another 2 points on the board. It got us these 3 points, and that's all that matters. And yeah, he shot from outside the box, it hit a defender. Ben Foster was wrong-footed, he was going the wrong way, and it went into the corner, and the London Stadium erupted, which we much needed as well, because I didn't see where a goal from open play was coming from without that bit of luck, and that's the bit of luck we got, and that's what you need sometimes to win football matches, luck, and we got it. We've had a little bit of luck. We had the Kidderminster game, that was luck. We had that lucky goal, so maybe luck is beginning to start to come to our side. But yeah, from the goal, I thought we looked comfortable after the goal. They had a couple of chances where we were caught defensively, but they didn't do anything from it, which was lucky in the end. But yeah, I thought we genuinely controlled it after the goal, and we managed to see the game out and get all 3 points. It was very good to have an assured, well-managed game that, yes, there was a bit of luck for us to get the points, but I don't care, quite frankly. Watford will be gutted in the manner of how they played, because I thought first half and up until the goal, I thought they were really, really good. They looked well drilled defensively. They were hard to break down. They did a West Ham on us last night. That's West Ham of the last 18 months. Hard to break down defensively. Really, really good on the counter. And they did with the pace sometimes. Players were running past players. A couple of them were running past Declan Rice at times, and you really don't see that often in the Premier League, if not ever. So that's definitely shows how good they were on the break, and they were doing it quickly last night, but just nothing. They just didn't quite have that final third little bit of quality to get a goal, I thought, in the end. But we now move on to Sunday, where we play Leicester. It's going to be a difficult game. It's away from home, but I'm confident we can pick up the 3 points, because Leicester, they seem to fold at the moment. It's too, well, I suppose you call us out of form. They are out of form as well. They were horrifically knocked out of the FA Cup over the weekend to Nottingham Forest, a Midlands rival. So they're not on the best run of form at the moment. I think it's a good time to play them, obviously with their capitulation against Spurs a few weeks ago. It could be a very interesting game, and I would expect us to pick up all 3 points at the King Power. So look out for content building up to that. This has been West Ham 1, Watford 0, the post-match game breakdown, as we look at all the highlights and West Ham's performance last night at the London Stadium as we get the job done. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't vintage, it wasn't any of that, but we got the job done, and that's what we needed to do, because we need to grind out these results when we're not playing very well, and we did it last night. We need to continue to do that if we've got any chance of finishing in the top 4. Anyway, that's it from me. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to West Ham Unofficial, check out our channel sponsors SRM Carver & Son by clicking the link in the description down below. Come on, you eyes, let's move on to Leicester, and I'll catch you very soon. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.